Okay, let's talk about what you should do when you buy a used bike. Oh God, here we go. Got every dog in the neighborhood fucking barking now. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about what I did to this 2016 Husky TE250 that I just purchased a couple weeks ago. It's an incredible machine. It is a 2016 and 5 years old and with 90 hours, so it needed some deeper maintenance than just an oil change, which it did get, and of course clean air filters, but I'll go into a little bit of what I did to it. The guy that I bought it from took good care of it as far as oil changes and basic maintenance, air filter, that sort of thing. And it had a top end rebuild a couple hours before I bought it, so that's all good. But there's a lot of other things that you need to consider. So 90 hours is kind of about that time, plus 5 years, and 90 hours, it's a long time for grease and fluids and all that. So quickly, this is what I did to the bike when I bought it. The first thing I did is pull it all apart, re-torque and grease all the steering head bearings. I greased all the swing arm, suspension, and chassis bearings with waterproof grease, slathered them up. The front end is rock solid. I didn't need to do bearings in the front end, but I did replace the rear wheel bearings. So, and then I'm about 240 pounds, so I needed to do some tuning for the suspension. So I resprung it with the proper springs, front and rear. I had the shock serviced and put in a new seal and new oil and all that, and it's all nice inside. The shocks got, the forks got new seals and bushings, and new oil, of course, and new springs, and they are working beautifully. And I put seal savers on them. I just like those things. So that's an upgrade that I did. Now the bike is also, you got to set things up for how you're going to ride. So he had all the guards pretty much that I would need. Excellent Unibiker radiator guards, disc guards, nice skid plate. I put the armadillo type pipe guard on. Let's see what else I did here. Oh, a little grabber for the front end so we don't have to pull on the hand guards. A new brake pedal, because that other, the stock one's like a tiny little thing. I can't get to it with my foot. And the shifter was all worn out, so I put a Tuss shifter in. All right, so also very important is your hydraulic fluids. Can't neglect those. So just the other night, there's new brake pads on the bike when I purchased it, but the hydraulic fluids had never been changed, so I did a flush of the front, rear discs, and the clutch, and everything feels amazing right now. So it's fresh .4 all around. That clutch is like pinky. So that pretty much sets the bike up for me. And the next time I take it out, which will be in like 2 days, it'll be first time I'm riding it completely done with everything that I want to do. Oh, now he gave me a free JD jetting kit, which I installed, and it made it run nice. It's really all I did for performance wise. I mean, the motor is a ripper, but for me it feels scary. It really does. The little 250 will zing, but all I did was a JD jetting, and it smoothed things out in the mid and lows. That's nice. Of course, the bike had a new set of tires too, so I don't have to worry about those for a while, but I also actually have another set of tires to put on when it's ready, so no buying tires this year. Now, there's only 2 other things that the bike might need. I think, these 16s, 14s with this starter setup. I don't know what it's called, but they're notorious for the Bendix not working. It's making some weird noises at times. It doesn't like to start off the electric starter cold. Man, I'll tell you, the one freaking kick, pop, starts right up with the choke out on cold. So I think the Bendix is going to need to be replaced at some point, but I'm not rushing to do that. And I got to repack the muffler too. It's spooging a lot. Of course, I run it at 40 to 1. And one other thing that he did, he's got the nice high quality silicone blue radiator hoses. So those are always good to have, right? And that's it. So, you know, if you do buy a used dirt bike, make sure you go through and service everything. So this thing's pretty tight, like brand new almost. The bearings are great. And you know, bearings, that's what makes the bike feel good. Your bike is loose and wiggly, it's gonna feel like shit. I don't care what it is. And of course, get your suspension set up for you. If you really want to do some serious riding, get the proper weight springs in, if nothing else. Fresh oil, good seals, good bushings, and I am ready to ride. All right, so really, see you from the trails in a couple of days. We're gonna have a big ride going on. The weather is just incredible finally. Nice spring New England weather. It's been dry for a week, so it shouldn't be too muddy. But you will see later.